All of this is getting cut out. Just so you know. All of it. All of it.
Good stuff.
That is a spider.
No, it's not.
It was.
No, it was
That's
not.
like bad
No, it was
juju for
not.
what's
No,
about
it was
to
not.
happen
It was
on our
fuzz. It was fuzz. Okay. How are my teeth?
Can you look at mine?
Oh, you put lipstick on?
No. Full coverage, baby. Okay, so I say we just do, I'm Sarah, I'm Liz, and this is Happy Hour Homedemic. And we do like a cute, like,
Not really. She had like one strand. If you'd like to donate to Animal Farms in 2022, you can call 1-800. I'm trying to be like Sarah McLachlan with the puppies, you know?
yeah, except she has puppies.
The 2022 LO Relief Fund.
Okay. I'm Sarah,
And I'm Liz.
and this is
Happy Hour Homedemic. Ooh, that was a good clink.
I know.
Good job.
I know how to clink my glasses.
I've learned a lot from you.
Yeah.
Cause I love you, babe, in every kind of way. Just a little taste.
Are you supposed to say cheers? Like, is that like a thing? Or can you just clink and drink?
I really think it depends on where you are in the world.
That makes me think of a Sarah wink.
Hey guys, so today,
How long do we have to hold this?
we don't have to hold this
Okay.
anymore. Okay, thanks, Jordan.
Take it away from us, Maddie. Now my hands will be free to make lots of signals.
All right,
Start it.
today we are talking about the state of the real estate market.
Is it dead? Or is it undead?
We're recording and
Mazel
you are,
tov! Oh, but it is our premiere episode. We should mazel tov. Do we mazel tov for like a celebration, right?
I'm not Jewish. Am I supposed to say that?
I don't think it's racist to say you're not Jewish.
I know, but I wouldn't know because I'm not.
Oh.
So,
Mazel tov!
yay! Well, anyway, so today we're talking about the real estate market. Is it dead? Is it not dead? What are your thoughts on buying a house now? Should you buy? Should you wait? What is the rate market doing?
That was too many questions for my ADD.
Well, I have ADD and I followed along with myself. So,
I'm glad you did because I just went through the alphabet.
okay. So the state of the market. Where are we going? Where are we?
Oh, you're asking?
Yeah.
Oh, where are we going?
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
Is it good to-
Zombieland. It's like Zombieland real estate.
Yeah, it's weird right now.
Is it dead? Is it not? We don't know.
So here's the thing I've learned. You can Google anything and you will find factual information to back it up because people can merge anything together they want to do, right?
Yeah.
So what I've found is if you're looking for the housing market to crash, you're going to find it.
Oh, yeah.
So I've been putting together some factual information that I found like was helpful to people. So here's the deal. I think every year for like the last 7 years or so, they've been saying, oh, the housing crash is coming. The market is coming to an end. You know,
Well, it's because let's just be real. 2008 wasn't that long ago.
Right.
In perspective. And so we still work with a lot of people that were working during that. And it was, we have very good friends. We've heard the stories that
Right.
are
all the horror stories.
chilling. I mean, really, it's like, ugh. And even they've said, no, we don't think we're headed towards another crash, but there are things that are similar that's making us nervous.
Right.
However, there are things in place that are going to keep us from.
So let's go back to 2008. Neither one of us worked in the industry in 2008, so we don't really have any real life
I was a little spring
experience.
chicken.
However, we are the same age. I'm 1 day older than
We
you.
were little spring chickens.
So
We were in college.
we have a Brian Trammell though, and he gives us all the fear facts. So 2008, let's rewind. 2008, housing market imploded. And why did it implode? There's a lot of reasons, but let's start with the big major one. Lenders could do anything they wanted to do. You say you work at McDonald's and you make $100,000 and
They said, cool, man.
from what I understand, things were signed off on and you moved about your day. That seemed to be a total
Norm.
industry-wide thing in the mortgage business. So that happened, and then you had a lot of foreclosures. People were just foreclosing left and right, and people that said they could afford homes were not affording homes.
And then the economy.
And then the economy, it was a perfect storm of all these bad things coming to a
There was
head.
no demand for the supply.
Right.
lots of supply. We're still in the opposite. There's still a lot of demand for the supply, even with things like rates going up or houses sitting on the market a little bit longer. We still have so many families and individuals that are needing shelter.
Right.
I mean, renting too. Let's just
Yeah,
be
rent
honest. I
is-
mean, it's a housing shortage essentially for people to afford, be fined. You know, like there's a lot of factors that keep that demand there, and that's the big thing, the demand.
Right. So when you're looking at, are we going back to 2008? You have to think of, okay, lending standards are totally different now. So we have 17 checklists we have to follow for each loan program, and underwriters who follow those 17 checklists, and then they have 17 other checklists behind those
And then
17.
they have people that check
and they have
them.
14 behind that, and there's 3 more. So literally nothing's getting past
No.
these people.
No.
So that's different. Now you go maybe 7 years back, consistently we've been climbing in equity throughout the United States. So every year we're getting, you're buying a home, you're getting a little bit more equity, a little bit more equity, a little bit more equity. 2020 comes, equity just starts like booming because the supply has never caught up with the demand.
No.
So here we are in 2022. We just got out of a pandemic. I think we're out of it, right?
You better knock on some wood. Why would you say that?
I
It's
mean,
too
I don't know if you can say
soon.
you're out of a pandemic.
Now
It's-
the monkeypox is going to get real rampant, and then we're all going to look like we have leprosy, and I just can't do it. I mean, I love leopards, but I don't want to look like one.
Okay. I'm vibing what you're putting down, but
Right?
But
I mean, just saying that's
yeah, but like
the luck we've had.
yeah.
So if we say it's over,
okay, so
oh, what is that? There's that.
we
guy that
just
can do
got
that
out of a
noise.
pandemic.
Yep.
And the supply has not caught up with the demand.
In fact,
so,
I think it's a little worse because of
It's
the
way worse.
materials being so delayed.
so you have the materials that couldn't catch up because you had a lot of places closed because of COVID. Again, another perfect storm where the supply chains couldn't keep up because people were out with COVID. Then you have workers that couldn't work, which just made everything kind of slow down. And then you still have all those buyers from 10 years ago who have been wanting to buy, need to buy, their families have expanded, and they've never been able to buy. So you have all those people plus all the new people. So your pool is just
South
getting bigger.
California.
Your pool is just getting bigger, but you don't have the houses.
Right.
So what does that leave us? Rising equity because people are multiple offers, pushing the price because they need the house. And now here we are with equity levels at an all-time high, which is great, but at some point they have to stop
Yeah.
and we have to cool down.
Balance a little bit.
Cool down's not a bad thing.
No, and in fact, I think cool down is a really great. I'm going to say it. Filter through the people that really shouldn't probably be in this industry. You
Yeah.
know, maybe they hopped on the bandwagon because they thought it was easy money. So we've all learned it's not the truth. It's not easy. It's a lot of work. It's challenging and fulfilling. That's what I would say. I love the challenge. I love the fulfillment. It's almost like every file is an accomplishment when you get to
Right.
the closing table. However, when you have a cool down, and there's not just all of these, it's not just falling in your lap and you have to
Right.
go work for it. You're going to see a lot of people step back and go, maybe this isn't for me.
And what she's talking about is like in the mortgage business. So like mortgage business, real estate business.
Yep.
Because when 2020 hit, we just had an influx come into our business, and because everyone could do it.
Yeah.
And now I think we're going to see some of that kind of filter out. And I also think with the cool down, people are seeing it as a bad thing, like, oh gosh, all these equities are dropping. I don't.
No.
I think at some point we have to get to a cool period where equity levels aren't rising at $20, $40,
Yeah.
$50, $60,000 in a 6-month period, because you cannot sustain that way as an economy.
Wasn't it a scientist? It was like a scientific thing that said what goes up must come down, or like for every, what is it? It's for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. That's it. 5th grade science, shout out.
I don't
Yeah.
think science was ever my strong suit, so
Really?
I'm,
But
yeah,
it's
I've
like
heard
one of
that.
the laws of gravity or what is it?
Physics.
Physics!
High five! I knew that answer.
Mortgages and physics. We are some smart. Oh, I can't
Never
say bad
took-
words on here.
never-
Smart homegirls.
Yes. So, what goes up must come down. Down, not down to where we're all going to.
I mean, nobody complained when rates came down.
Right. So here's the deal. Let's go back to that topic, rates.
Yeah.
So we were in the 2s and the 3s, which was a blessing.
Once in a lifetime.
Never
Historical
seen
low.
it. So people had that for so long, way longer than
We thought that
should
was the
have.
norm.
Yeah. So I think people have gotten used to that, and I think it's going to take a little time for people to adjust to our new norm,
Sticker
but you
shock.
will. Everybody buys houses. Everybody needs houses. So is it a good time to buy? I think it's better time than ever, because
Yeah.
here's the deal. If you wait, say you're going to put it off for 2 more years, rates might stay the same. They might level out. They might lower a little bit, but equity levels are just going to continue to rise,
Yep.
and they're going to rise at a normal rate, not at what we were doing, not the consistency of just every day, like just stuff just
Well, and I
going
think
crazy.
The biggest thing that I'm hearing is the rate, but the thing that you have to stop and think about is you may have the loan, you probably won't even have the loan for 30 years. Let's just be real.
Right.
You'll probably pay a little extra in principal. You'll knock some years off. You may refinance. You may have it longer. But when you sign that, doesn't mean that you're stuck with that rate for 30 years. Most people, what is the average? Like every
7 years. I
every
think.
7 years
Yeah.
they either move or refinance, or so the same thing. What goes up must come down. Well, rates going up right now, they will cool off. They will go back down at some point, and you refinance.
Right.
But you're going to miss out on that equity if you wait.
Right. So think about the cost of what equity you could build in 2 years versus you pay $2,000 a month in rent or more, depending on your family size, and you pay that for someone else's mortgage for 2 years that you could have had an equity that you could have been putting towards something that you would own.
Yes.
So I think that's where people I get a lot of people who would say, well, I'm just going to rent for a year. Well, but what does that look like for you, renting for a year? What is the payoff? Because to me, when I look at it, if you're telling me I'm going to pay $2,400 a month in rent, and I look at the house you could get, you'd be building equity, you'd be putting that towards something, and then when you come back and buy in a year, you're going to be out that money, right? That you could have had for a down payment, or you could have already been putting it in something.
Well, because there are a lot of programs still that you don't have to have a down payment,
Right.
or a very low minimal one. And typically with those what we call down payment assistance programs, the rates are about they're typically a little bit lower than your average range.
Right.
So that's a really good option too. So I always hear that too. Well, I have to pay the rent. I can't save up for the down payment. You might not need to.
Yeah, so get in a house. Here's what I'm trying to get people to understand. Get in a house that you can be comfortable in with the payment for now, and know that that is not your forever
Right.
payment. I heard somebody comment on my Facebook the other day, and they said,
What'd they say?
and I love it. I don't even know this person. They said,
Shout out, stranger.
marry the house, date the rate. Oh, cool, right? I love
Put that on
that.
a t-shirt.
I love her. She came out of nowhere, and I love it. So
Can she be in charge of our marketing?
I think so.
Love
I'll
that.
just send her a message. So, marry the house,
Tell her
date
there's
the rate.
alcohol, swag, all that sort of
Jokes. We got
We're
the
so
jokes
fun.
on.
Fleek,
Demand.
is that still a thing?
No.
Oh, we'll throw that one out.
Liz might not have the jokes.
Liz is cool.
So, marry the house, date the rate.
Date the rate. You have to say it careful though, because it almost
You could really
sounded
screw
real
that up, and it
unfortunate
could really,
for the Me Too movement.
could really cause some angst in the comment thread here. So, what does that mean? Get in the house now, if you can
not
afford
now.
it. No. So, okay. Anyway, so the moral of the story is that the market,
There's a moral of the story.
there's always a moral.
We're doing golden
In Sarah's
books now.
world, there's always a moral. I'm like a Pinterest inspirational board today.
What?
Yeah. You know when you build like a board of like inspirational quotes? That's me.
Okay.
The moral of the story is that
Buy a house, refi, pull your equity if you need to pay off your debt. Don't wait to get the house. You're losing money. You might as well just go outside, put it in a burn pile, and light it on fire.
right.
Is that good? Okay.
So, also, this is huge. Another person posted this. A lot of people are buying with emotion. Don't buy out of emotion. Use facts, logic, and talk to one of us, because the reality is that if you buy out of emotion, like, okay, either you don't buy out of fear because you're afraid of the rates,
Oh, okay, see, that's what I was going to ask. I
right?
need an example.
Or you buy because, oh God, I have to have this house, but you cannot afford the house. Like, that's not a
don't wanna
good.
be house poor.
You don't want to do that. But if you think of, okay, Liz and Sarah said, marry the house, date the rate. I can afford the house right now. The rate I'm not so thrilled about, But a couple years down the road, maybe a year down the road, you refinance, you lower your payment, you're in a better shape. But don't buy without like researching the facts and talking to somebody, because I think
Yeah.
that is
Yeah.
in this market. Like I said, you can Google anything, and you're going to get whatever you
And
Google.
don't go by what your Uncle Joe said.
Just because Uncle Joe bought a house 27 and a half years ago does not mean Uncle Joe knows what he's
No,
talking
no,
about.
Joe. No, Joe. No.
I'm sorry, Greens Joe.
I'm not. Don't do it.
So, what other inspirational quotes? Do you have an inspirational quote to throw out there?
Oh, okay. So my go-to favorite one, and it's so dumb. I think I read it.
Does
in
it have to do with
kindergarten.
mortgages?
No.
Okay.
And it says, "Shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you land among the stars." And I don't know why, but I've always loved that. Kind of like maybe because I've never really was a good risk taker. That it was kind of like, no, take the risk because you're going to be further than where
Right.
you were.
Yeah, I like that. Risks are good.
Can be.
I
Sometimes
mean,
you end up
depending
in a-
on, like, obviously you could put that in any context and it not be good, but. So should we wrap it up? We wrap it up and say all the good stuff we put in a ribbon for you all? So,
What?
marry the house, date the rate, use logic and factual information to
Not
make your home buying
emotion.
decisions.
See, I listen. I've learned.
Do not make emotional decisions.
Okay.
Get a good realtor, get a good lender. You always need to vet those people.
Yes.
Because
yes.
you can talk to anybody and they'll give you bad information. So just do
You
your
know how
research.
many times that I have gotten a deal that another lender had, and I literally just Googled them because I'm like, there's no way this person does business, and it's right there on the internet. It's like half a star, and Hey Sue is like, I wouldn't call him if I was on fire. I mean, whatever. Like,
Right.
just like he was horrible or she was horrible, and I'm like,
Yeah. So I think like, again, you can Google anything you want to find. Sometimes you don't want to find it. You know?
it always makes me think of that. Love and Marriage Huntsville, which this commercial is on all the time because I watch Dr. Phil. It's on OWN.
We love Dr.
And it has this clip with, oh no, it's not Huntsville, I think it's Washington, D.C. And she goes, I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but that's fine because I hate tea. And I was like,
That's how I would say about coffee.
I was like, get it, girl.
because I don't like.
I was
coffee.
here for it. I was like, I don't even care if
Yeah.
she's like really mean. I'm like, all right.
I mean, I'm not everyone's cup of coffee. Ugh, stinks. Hate coffee.
It's amazing that we even like each other.
Yeah, I know. So tune in next time for we don't know yet.
Acronyms. Oh, can we do acronyms?
Okay, acronyms.
COE is not close of escrow.
Nobody wants to know about acronyms. Just saying.
Acronyms are so fun.
Tune in next time for something else fun and fancy and
Fun and fancy. What's it? Okay. What's it gonna be?
fancy and funding.
Okay, you made fun of my catchphrase with I put the fun in
Fun,
funding.
fancy, and funding. I don't know. I was just trying to throw it out there.
We'll hit you up next week with some more fascinating
Mortgage
mortgage
facts.
info. TBD.
Stay tuned.
I can't do it.
It's all about the jaw and the eye.
Maybe I need to do the stuff like.
Just do your.
Oh, that was easier.
Yeah. See. Okay. So you have that eye and I have this eye.
Okay. This is gonna be like 15 seconds of just winking.